before we do that, though, Ghanaian players were up to the business in Europe, and our man, Karim, is here with all the lowdown and the performance of Ghanaian players abroad. My friend, how are you doing?
You are so obsessed with Arsenal.
Well, how do you know that?
You keep mentioning their name every now and then.
This is the first time I have mentioned Arsenal's name on this show. Fact.
How? In your intro, what did you say?
No, you tell me what I said.
I
And
can
whether I
remember.
mentioned Arsenal.
I can remember you mentioned Arsenal. So this.
No, I only said after Liverpool and Arsenal dropped.
So
you mentioned Arsenal.
That's Arsenal.
Yes, but you see, that was critically needed. I couldn't have done the intro without.
Then you've come to mention Arsenal again.
you said mention. You
In
didn't
this
say.
case, no, hold on. In this case, mentioning Arsenal was avoidable. It was unnecessary.
You
in
said
the first instance, it was an absolute necessity to have a great
Hang
intro.
on. So you said in this case, it was unnecessary that you mentioned
Yes.
Arsenal. And Karim is only saying that. Why would you mention Arsenal in an unnecessary manner, if not for obsession?
It's not obsession. It's
What's
not
it?
obsession.
What is it?
Carry on.
It's just
lied on national
it's just a great example. That's all. Karim,
Yes,
what's
sir.
going on? Your graphic is ready. Let's go.
Okay. And Allah's earth is spacious. Only those who endure patiently will get their reward without limits.
Only those who endure patiently will get their rewards
without limits.
without limits.
Yes.
Whose quote is that?
He's quoting the Quran.
Oh,
That is Surah Al-Azumar, Quran 39, verse 10.
man, that's a great quote.
Did you just read that before coming, or you've always known it?
Whatever. I've quoted it.
Because I know this man, and I know he knows a limited number of surahs in the Quran. And surely that's surah he just quoted. It's not one of them.
So in you saying this, the quote applies to that too. So
Okay.
what you know doesn't reduce or take away from what I can know.
Okay.
The earth is so spacious.
So how does your quote apply? Who has endured patiently and is now getting the reward?
Let me talk to you about Ibrahim Sadiq.
Okay.
His move, he was flying in Sweden before that move to AZ Alkmaar.
Yes.
And a lot of things really happened. He couldn't really settle in. Injuries have not helped. In the last 10 games, he's not started any of them and has not played more than 30 minutes in any of those 10 games. And on, is it Saturday or Sunday, his side, that is AZ Alkmaar, they were trailing 2-0 against Walwijk, or is it Walwijk? Valvik. They were trailing 2-0 and they brought him on. Very impactful substitution there for him. When he came on, he assisted the goal that made it 2-1 and then scored a very beautiful goal. It was really nice to see from outside the box to make it 2-2. And that was a man of the match performance for him. Not getting enough playing time, really struggling to get into the team, not getting a good start as he would have loved himself. He was thinking like by this time he would have put himself in the conversation for a Black Stars scholar, but it hasn't gone to the start he would have liked. But now he's getting back really well, and now he has 1 goal and 2 assists for AZ Alkmaar.
And this is also, by the way, it's worth mentioning that he's a former teammate of Mohamed Kudus at Right to Dream, at Nordsjælland, and the Ghana and the 17 team from 2017, Ibrahim Sadiq. So it's good to see him getting the plaudits now. Another man that shook off a lot of pressure to deliver the goods is Paintsil.
That is exactly. And now they are top of their conference in the MLS. He scored a goal and provided an assist as well. He assisted the goal that was sort of an assurance. He scored the winning goal. That is the second in their 3-1 win. That is LA Galaxy in their 3-1 win over Vancouver Whitecaps in the MLS. And that is now 3 goals and 3 assists in 8 games for him. He was given the Man of the Match award in that game. Then Ibrahim Suleimani played for Cagliari and they drew 2-2 against Inter Milan. And he was.
That's not Kamal Dean. That
yes.
is
Ibrahim Suleimani.
Thank you.
was clean for them. They drew 2-2. They are taking their relegation fight up a base more. And then a new name here, Ibrahim, former Accra Lions player. He now plays for Trenčín, that is in Slovakia. They won 4-0, I think, against FC Vion, and he scored 2 goals in that game. Then another new name, former Accra Lions, that is, he is playing the pivot for me here, former Accra Lions player. He plays for Sundsvall, that is in Sweden, and they won 3-1 against AIK. And in that game, he completed the most passes and also was involved with the most defensive actions. Then Maxwell Wology, now back-to-back appearances for him for Salzburg. He did his side, Fredrikstad, they played against Salzburg, and the game ended 2-2. As a defender, he won the most duels in that game. Then Mumin, he's getting back gradually for Rayo Vallecano. They drew goalless against Getafe, and in that game, it was very instrumental for them. As always, in the last 3 games, they struggled to keep clean sheets, but in those 3 games that he has started now, they've kept clean sheets in all of them.
I have a question about Mumin. Has he, I know he's been called up a few, has he made his debut yet?
No.
No.
Wow. But he's been called up a few times.
Yes.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's Nathan Opoku?
Yes, Nicholas. Nicholas Opoku plays for
Nicholas?
Yes.
Amiens.
They drew goalless against Cancono, that is in the French League 2. In the game, he won 100% of the duels he contested and also was involved in the 5 clearances. Then Jonas Ajay, back-to-back appearances for him too at right back. That is, he plays for Basel. And in that game, it was decent for them at right back and was involved in the second most defensive actions for them. Then Lawrence Atizigi improved for St. Gallen. They won 5-1 against Verdun in the Swiss Super League.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Karim, with the perfect lowdown of the performance of Ghanaian players abroad.
Sweet Karim.
And I always like to see new names.
Yeah. Like Ibrahim Sadiq, though.
Every week.
Karim, sorry.
Karim,
Where is his best fit? Is he a box-to-box? Is he defensive or is he an attack?
In recent games, I've seen him play a more advanced role.
Yes.
And I think he's...
And when I think he's versatile enough to be a defensive midfielder and can go box-to-box as well. When he's closer to the box, he has that ability to take shots, as we've seen when he played against his former side, Hellas Verona, coming back from that injury. So he's versatile and can fit into... He can fit
I really liked him when they played against Inter.
yeah, and the national team at the moment is desperately in need of a very combative box-to-box midfielder.
And versatile midfielders are great because it gives you a certain level of tactical flexibility. Even with the same player, you can change the shape of the team.
Yeah.
You know.
Speaking of which, there's no player that has trended more this week than accepting Emmanuel Danso. Because Kudus name dropped him.
Yes.
That is his favorite teammate ever.
The best player he has played with.
Yes. Where is he? Is he playing?
It's from God set, like that.
From God set.
No way.
Yes.
And the whole season, I think he has played just 1 game. Maybe the development is not going too well for him. Maybe he can catch up a bit later.
Okay, interesting. Another midfielder. So Kudus will be watching him. If you are doing agenda, we'll see. We'll see through it.